我们继续来玩上古卷轴。这一期视频，我们仍然是继续黑暗兄弟会的旅程。
At last. I've been anxiously awaiting your return. Yes, I know. As does Astrid. You have done well, and have earned both your reward and a bonus, as I have mentioned. But you should know that we have a more pressing matter to deal with. It's... Cicero. There's been an incident. You should proceed into the sanctuary. I'll let Astrid explain.
Just try to relax, Vizara. Let the elixir do its work. You'll feel better shortly.
You're back. Good.
Thank you,
You'll want to
dear.
hear this.
You are most kind. The Jester's cut feels as bad as it looks, I'm afraid.
Damn it, this never should have happened. We knew better. We knew better, and still we let our guards down. Ugh!
I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you.
Marrow is dead, I know, but we've got bigger problems right now. The fool went absolutely berserk. He wounded Vizara, tried to kill me, and then he fled. I knew that lunatic couldn't be trusted.
Oh, it's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all.
Don't forget the ranting and raving. About the Night Mother, how she was the true leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and Astrid was just a pretender.
Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with... Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with this situation. I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life. But first, find my husband. Make sure he's all right. After the attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. When Cicero left, Arnbjorn went after him. They disappeared into the wild. Search Cicero's room. Maybe there's something in there that sheds some light on where he might have gone. Let me know the minute you find something. I've got to see to Vizara and calm everyone down.
Bested by a fool. Who's the fool now,
Hush, Vizara. You were very brave. Astrid may well be dead if not for you.
She's right. I'll be forever in your debt, dearest brother. Have you found something? Good, good. Does it say where he may be headed? The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Whatever for. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. Now. Every moment counts, so I want you to take my horse. His name is Shadowmere. You'll find him outside by the pool. Let's just say he's... one of us. Find Arnbjorn. Make sure my husband's all right. And then, Send that jester's twisted little soul to the void, in as many pieces as possible. I took that prancing fool into my home, and this is how he repays me?
阿斯垂德给了我们全游戏最快的战马影妹，她让我们去陈星城找她的丈夫，并且杀了小丑。
Should have figured Astrid would send you. Ugh, what gave it away? Yeah, gotta admit that little jester's good with that butter knife. But don't worry, I gave as good as I got. In there, through the door. Some old sanctuary by the looks of it. I would have followed him, but I don't know the phrase. Alright, you convinced me. Doubt I'd be much good to you anyway. The little fop cut me pretty deep. But I slashed him good. Pretty sure I severed an artery. Don't know what you're gonna find in there. But you can probably just follow the blood.
What is life's greatest illusion?
Astrid knew her stupid wolf couldn't slay Cicero.
我们把这个帽子换一下，戴小丑的帽子。 读某些书是可以提升技能等级的。
You're still alive. Respects the listener's abilities, of course, but could you at least slow down a bit? You're steady. Chilly. You'll enjoy this. Not an original part of the sanctuary per se. Let's call it a forced addition. Suppose my what? Oh, come and see. All right. So Cicero attacked that harlot Astrid. But what's a fool to do when his mother is slandered and mocked? Surely the listener understands. Cicero admits he thought the listener. Maybe we could just forget about this. Be bygones. What do you say? If it's any comfort, I do feel slightly bad about Isara. Stupid lizard got in my way. But please, tell me that hulking sheepdog is bled to death. You caught me. I surrender. You prefer to listen, eh? Of course, of course. The listener listens. A joke. A funny joke. I get it. Then listen to this. Don't kill me. Let poor Cicero live. I attacked the strumpet Astrid. I did. And I do it again. Anything for our mother? Return to the Pretender. Tell her I'm dead. Tell her you strangled me with my own intestines. But lie. Yes, lie. Lie and let me live. And now, we come to the end of our play.
好，我们杀了小丑。
Humming.
好，我们换上西塞罗的帽子。西塞罗的帽子比普通的小丑帽还要多5%的钱型。
Arnbjorn is safe, and for that you have my thanks. Excellent. Once again, you've proven yourself a born assassin. Tell you what, why don't you hold on to Shadowmere a while longer? He's a fine steed, and hasn't been ridden nearly as much as he should lately. And now that this Cicero mess has been mopped up, we can get back to the matter at hand, There's just one more target before we strike out at the Emperor. Have you by chance heard of the Gourmet? Read his cookbook? It's become quite a phenomenon. The Gourmet is scheduled to cook for the Emperor at a special dinner. You'll kill him, steal his writ of passage, and assume the role of Master Chef. Festus has been spearheading this part of the assassination plan. He's close to uncovering the identity of the Gourmet. You should report to him. This sanctuary has been my entire life since I was a young woman. That's when I first discovered my, shall we call it, aptitude for elimination. I had an uncle, you see. He made certain unwanted advances. So I killed him, and liked it. Then I killed again, and liked it even more. And so on. I was recruited by the Dark Brotherhood, and have been here ever since. I met my husband, Arnbjorn, rose to leadership, and now, here we are. Represent us well, sister.
Manor house during the
Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certainty?
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh? Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the Gourmet, I hope. Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the Gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know. You know, maybe I was wrong about you after all. Anyone who's smart enough to shut up and listen can't be all bad. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the Gourmet's cookbook, but not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the Gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook. I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan, who the gourmet really is and where he can be found. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention? As I was saying, you'll need to kill the gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place. Oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you. Remember, the Markarth Keep. That's where you'll find Anton Varan.
我们这次是要去打听一位大厨，要先去马卡斯城找一位小厨来打探消息。
Need something?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Another note from your friend Rallis.
好，我们又收到了11000个的信，
Looks like that's it.
我们又要去帮他清理墓穴了。
Feel any different? What did you do?
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gallagher. Hey, don't do...
Gods, another fight. And now you're back. Great. Just stronger again. I mean, we should have expected it, right? What else do you find in these damned crypts but waves and waves of Draugr? At least 6 of the diggers are dead. The rest of them ran off, and I don't blame them. You've had some luck with these things before. Do you think you could go back in? See if anyone's still alive?
这个矿工写了一封信给他妈妈，让他不要担心，他觉得只要自己小心一点就会没事的。但是最终他还是死了，估计大家也会猜到他的死是有点猫腻的。 好，我们算是清理完了。
Any news? I should have figured.
11000个让我们继续资助他，加上这次的3000，现在已经是总共6000了，还要再资助一次。
And this won't be getting any cheaper. I'm going to hire some mercenaries this time too. Having some people around who know how to fight should. Well, it'll set the miners at ease, and hopefully keep them alive. But they won't be cheap either. It's going to hit 3,000 this time, I'm afraid. Have you got that on you? We're going to be making this back 50-fold, partner. Trust me on this. I'll go hire a new crew and some brawny types to keep them safe. Come back and check in on us. Nothing can stop us this time.
Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to book passage.
好的，帮完11000个之后，我们继续去打听大厨的事情。
What did you just do?
We need to do something about these vampire attacks.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger.
The cousin of the Emperor was murdered in solitude at her own damn wedding. Not a chance we would have let that happen here.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
Yes, for the 100th time. I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Richman. Who are you? What do you want? The gourmet? Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the gourmet's identity to my grave. The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life, right? Look, his name is Balagog Gronolobe. He's an orc. The gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know. Now you'll let me go, right? Okay, all right. Wonderful. You're welcome. I'll just be on my way then.
好的，打听到大厨的消息之后，就把这位小厨给杀了。
Should have come
I
here.
am staying out of this.
大厨是一位兽人，现在就住在这间旅馆里面。我们不但要杀了大厨，还要杀人埋尸。
So, the prodigal murderer returns. And the gourmet? So I gathered. It seems a certain orc has disappeared. Which means you not only killed the gourmet, but disposed of the body as well. Oh, you've got the writ of passage too, I see. Splendid. Splendid. Ah, and word has come in from Markarth that the keep's cook has met an untimely demise. You performed your duties to the letter. I was wrong about you. I see that now. Maybe we all were. Here's your payment, and a little something else as well, from me. Consider it my way of apologizing for being so damn curmudgeonly. It's called the Night Weaver's Band. I wore this for years. I want you to have it now. It'll give your magic and sneakiness some much-needed oomph. Now you'd better get a move on and see Astrid. It's time. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation.
Don't let my appearance... I'm older than you. A lot older. Getting bitten by a vampire when you're 10 will do that to a girl.
There you are. Look, I just wanted to say thanks for coming to find me back in Dawnstar. Crazy Jester finally met his match, am I right?
So it's done. You've killed the gourmet, and now Titus Mead II is as good as dead. Oh, yes. And I've decided you will have the honor. Look at you. So calm, so confident. I do believe you were born for this task. So let's begin. Go now to Castle Dower in Solitude. Present the gourmet's writ of passage to the officer in charge, Commander Marrow. I'm sure you remember him. You'll gain unrestricted access to the kitchens, and then the Emperor. You're posing as a chef, so you'll be able to poison his meal rather easily. Here, take this. It's called Jaren root. All it takes is one taste, and the effects are quite immediate. The Emperor will be serving Sithis before he even knows he's dead. Once Mead has been killed, escape through the upper door and across the bridge. I've arranged for it to be unguarded once the alarm is sounded. Now go, my friend. Go and fulfill your destiny as listener. Kill well, and often.
那么接下来我们就要去冒充大厨来毒死皇帝了。其实毒不毒都无所谓，我们可以光天化日之下杀了他。
That was pathetic. It didn't even do anything. What? We...
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
The city is crawling with Imperial Legion, and you know what? I'm still nervous. Lazy. Useless. A lot of them. They can't
Stop
even
right there.
Stormcloaks in.
Tower is off limits until further notice. What's this now?
An order of His Eminence, possessor of these papers. The Gourmet.
By Ozra. The Gourmet. I'm sorry. The clothes, of course. I should have realized. Please, excuse my ignorance. Gianna, the castle chef, has been eagerly awaiting your arrival. You should proceed to the kitchen straight away.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Not another delivery. I told you people our stocks are fine. Now put whatever you have up. The gourmet? Oh, finally. When I heard the gourmet was being brought in to cook for the Emperor, I could hardly believe it. It's just... Oh well, it's just... I never imagined the gourmet was a Khajiit. You know, because of all the fur and the potential for getting hair in the... Oh, yes, but of course. The Emperor has requested your signature dish, the potage le magnifique. I've taken the liberty of getting it started. But the cookbook only says so much, and everyone makes the potage differently. I would be honored if we could make it the gourmet's special way. The base broth is already boiled. We can get started right now. So, which ingredient should I add next? Oh, I get it. This is a test, right? You want to see how well I know the potage le magnifique. Well then, I think a pinch of frost salt should do the trick, right? Now what? My choice then? Very well, I think we should add some chorus eggs for additional flavor. Okay, let me see. Thistle, yes, let's try that. Just a sprig or two. My choice? All right then, tomatoes. Simple, yet infinitely flavorful. Well, I have to say, the stew seems done. Add anything else and we may dilute the distinct flavors. So, is that it? Oh? What is this? Some kind of herb? Are you sure? The potage tastes perfect as it is. Any other ingredient might... I'm sorry. Of course, it's your most famous recipe after all. All right then. Your secret ingredient's been added. And if I may say so, it has been an honor getting a chance to prepare a meal with, well, the best chef in the entire Empire. I'll carry the stew pot and lead the way up to the dining room. I'm sure the Emperor and his guests are dying to meet you.
But aren't you even the least bit nervous after everything that's happened?
You mean the wedding? My cousin's apparent murder? An unfortunate misunderstanding, no more. Cold mead, hot tempers. These things happen.
Quite. Yet that recent business with the
Here
young
we are.
officer, now
Gods,
wasn't-
I'm nervous.
How
We'll go in just a moment. Please, I'll serve. You just stand there and be amazing.
Yes. An unfortunate turn of events, that. But an isolated incident. And I have been assured that the fault was with the man's son alone. Truth is, we are in no danger whatsoever. Killing an emperor can be useful.
Someone, do
The
something!
gourmet has killed the Emperor! Attack!
They're actually fighting.
Someone do something!
Can't hide from me. Find you.
are routed. Fall back. It's nothing. Death is highly overrated. Victory is yours. I submit.
这里面所有的人，我是一个都不放过。
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Another letter from.
在这样紧张的时刻，我们的快递小哥依然出现，给我们送来了11000个的信。
Just made an attempt on the Emperor's life. Would have succeeded had it been the real man. Surprised? So was I when a member of your family came to me with a plan. We worked out a deal, you see, an exchange. I get you, and the Dark Brotherhood gets to continue its existence. But you know what? I've changed my mind. How about this? I kill you, and butcher each and every one of your miserable little friends. Your sanctuary's being put to the sword right now. That's what I think of this deal. You killed my son. All of you. And now you'll pay the price. Kill her, and make sure there's nothing left to bury. I never should have come here.
Found you. Can't hide from me. There you are. Where are you? Can't hide from me.
好，杀了这几个人之后，我们再去帮11000哥。这一期就先到这儿吧，我们下一期继续帮11000哥，并且继续黑暗兄弟会的任务。